How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's great to be on this program, and thanks for having us. I'm very excited to be here.
Awesome. So you are the CEO now. How do you, I don't want to mess up your name. So how do you say your name?
Yeah, you can call me Tuk. Yeah, Tuk.
Tuk
Yeah, and I'm
Tuk
the
Vu.
CEO and co-founder of Ohmnilabs.
Awesome. So we have talked to Tra and
Yep.
great. She's just amazing. She's really smart. I was able to check out one of your guys' robots,
Mhm.
and just kind of driving it around the office. And we had an interview too within the podcast.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about how this would benefit when it comes to that having that telepresence, like in a work environment?
Yeah, absolutely. So, just for the audience, right? Our product is a robot. You can think of it as like a Skype on wheels or Zoom on wheels that allow people to dial in remotely over the internet, and your face will show up on the screen, and you can drive around, and you have two-way video and audio communication with the other side. And so, I would say the mobility and the freedom of controlling the robot make a huge difference compared to any other video conferencing platforms out there. And so you can get up close and personal. You can go find that colleagues that you have some urgent business matters that you need to talk to. Or you can just drive around in a manufacturing floor, kind of looking at how things are going, making sure that everything is in order. And so we've seen our clients incredibly creative with how they can use our robots to deal with all the aftermath of the pandemic, right? All these restriction on traveling, all the social distancing, contactless operation requirement. It put a huge burden on the businesses, and we're very glad that we could help with our product. We've seen people from providing virtual manufacturing floor inspection, like FCore, allowing people to go look at an airplane engine through the robot, or people doing bespoke tailoring, providing that service to the robot. It blew our mind. It's just incredibly creative, and then we're glad that we could provide value to our customers.
I think it's amazing that you guys have been able to take the concept of a robot and really bring it to a consumer level. We're talking about these robots weighing somewhere around 30 pounds, I believe, right? 30, 35 pounds?
Our robot is actually designed to be a bit lighter weight, so roughly about 20 something pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
You can move it
amazing.
around easily.
And using the abilities of 3D printing, you guys are
Mhm.
able to build these on the fly, get them into people's homes
Yeah.
as an everyday use appliance. And that's something that, the future is today with that stuff like that. I think it's
Mhm.
amazing. I think what you guys are doing is amazing. It's awesome.
Thank you.
You know, the sky's the limits. When we were talking in the little bit of the pre-show here, where it's like, things are created for one purpose, but
Mhm.
the consumer really dictates where that product goes, because there's so many different applications
Right.
that the telepresence robot can be used for. What's something that maybe you didn't see coming that is being used for the telepresence robot right now, like an application in an everyday use for a consumer?
Yeah, there are quite a few that we were pleasantly surprised to see how the service was provided to the robot. But I think one of my most favorite, besides the two that I mentioned, was one that at a furniture store, they were selling furnitures through the robot, and so allowing their clients to dial into the robot, drive around, because now all of a sudden you can see how the furniture pieces fit together in the arrangement, right? So it's a lot more 3D in a sense than looking at furniture picture on the website. And so they managed to generate a lot more sales even within this pandemic when all the offline store get closed down. And so that's something to me is actually very meaningful and exciting.
Yeah, that's actually really cool that you explain that, because it's typically when you go online, there's that big experience of being in person versus going through an online store.
Yep.
And now if you have, man, I don't even know why I didn't like think about this when I was talking to Trav, but this gets me even more excited about your product, because you could literally just remote in and walk the store without physically being there and see, like for couches, for example, there's a big difference when you are looking at it online versus actually standing in front of the actual product.
Yeah,
so
totally, yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it even where they're just like, oh yeah, some of these products aren't even online. This is our liquidation section. This is stuff
absolutely. Yep, absolutely. And having like the salesperson or sales manager to walk you through, right, and give them the opinions, like, this piece might fit better with the other piece. Let me walk you over there through the robot, right? It's just a much better engagement experience for the customer.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, some of the, like you're saying, giving it a value, like one of the values that we were talking about was, being able to have one at grandma's house, and then the family could all remote in and visit grandma. And then, we've also heard it in a very big picture, like you're at the hospital and, you're there visiting somebody that can't be home or is sick. And then now, like that it's almost like a trifecta, like you're taking care of like so many avenues. I'm very excited to see what it is that you guys have now. The easiest way to find your guys' products is what is it? Ohmnilabs.com, right?
Yes, that's correct. Our website, ohmnilabs.com. Cool.
All right. Is there any last things you want to say before we get out of here then?
Yeah, I think, we're super excited about the future of robotics, right? I think the pandemic has accelerated maybe 3 to 5 years of robotics development and adoption into like one short year. And so, we're looking forward to be able to work with different partners and customers in order to like build the robotic solution to help them with their businesses. So, I think a lot of new stuff are coming up.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank you. Thank you for your time and coming here and giving us a nice little rundown of some cooler stuff that you guys are doing. So really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having us.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right. Yep. Take care. Bye.
See ya. Awesome. Dude, that was really cool, man.
It's cool. It's awesome. Like the sky's the limits when it comes to products and innovation. When it comes to manufacturing now, the whole process has completely been innovated.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited to see what Ohmnilabs does. It's great. It's great. I'm really glad we had that connection with Last Tech Fluence, and I'm glad that we're continuing that connection. That's one thing that for you subscribers out there listening, there's so many things that you could do with some really cool products. This is a great one. So make sure you guys do go to ohmnilabs.com. That's ohmnilabs.com. So make sure you guys do check them out.